Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Speed Gaming 3 for the All Boards No Swords 2022 Round 3 Swiss matchup between Malchior and kennedij. My name is barbecue.gov. I'm happy to be co-broadcasting this evening this fun race, and CDN probably joining us in a second as the runners get ready to go. We're looking for a very exciting matchup between these two seasoned runners. It should be a fun night.
It definitely should. And we even had Mrs. Malchior, who's doing our tracking behind the scenes today, roll the seed. So if it goes badly, well, it's the bot being silly.
No worries there. It's swordless, so this promises to be a lot of fun as we get started one screen east of Vanilla Start.
Looks like we've got Triforces for, I want to say that's 2 and 4, and then I'm not sure about the one in the middle.
I can never keep straight the ones in the middle. They change it in first and second quest.
Sorry, it's 3. It's either 5 or 6 and 4. I just need to get a better look at it when somebody opens up their inventory. Malchior is going to go ahead and find level 1. And kennedij is gonna be there, I think, momentarily. Yep, looks like it's really close to start. Both of our runners are going to be hoping to find the white sword item, which is the red candle, and been forced into the cave. So we're hoping to find in between 4 to 6 hearts to give us a guaranteed shot to pick that up.
It looks like there's not much either runner can do in level 1, despite the fact that it's a dungeon you'd like to find early on. So they'll both exit and start exploring the Lost Woods.
Alright, looks like we're gonna go ahead and find a lovely and wonderful pink level 3.
That's a shade of pink.
It's like a Easter dress or something like that. We're gonna have a free heart here on the floor. Malchior has already found a candle. I mean a heart on the floor to get the red candle. This is a terrible room to try to get through. He's doing a really good job of using those bubbles to get a bit of progress, but he couldn't quite get past that Lionel.
He certainly did his level best, but even at 4 hearts, that's a tall order.
It really is. You can kind of use the bubble to help you get around through around the edges of the room, but as soon as the bubble kind of pieces out, you're in trouble. We have a 52 rupee blue candle just below the Death Armos screen.
Speaking of Death Armos, it is replete with blue gorillas, which is never a fun time.
I mean, at the very least, he's able to get underneath the Armos. We're going to find our first secret for 31.
One's certainly an acceptable medium secret. I just have PTSD from getting bopped square in the face too many times for blue gorillas. But that's just me.
Okay, anyway, guys, now that we're, we're getting into the race here, we have Malchior finding our bomb shop down in vanilla level... Oh, lordy, is that 3? I think it's 3.
It is 3.
I always get these backwards because I don't usually play vanilla. We're gonna find we have, I think it was 24 rupee bombs. Not too expensive, but then again, they're not 3 pennies, so...
Well, Mrs. Malchior couldn't make this too easy, could she?
No, that'd be unfortunate. It looks like we've got blue Octoroks on the same screen as 64 rupee arrows and our blue ring. kennedij is going to go ahead and find his first secret. He's only got a half a heart here, so he's got to be really careful. As Malchior unfortunately takes a death on the overworld. He's going to go ahead and save that money. Maybe we're going to see a bomb pack purchase. Nope, we're headed up towards vanilla level 1.
You may have his eye on that blue candle. That's the only reason I can think of why he'd skip the bomb purchase at vanilla 3.
Well, I mean, that's one of those spots that if you can have bombs, you want the bombs before you go down there because that way you don't have to go back. It looks like level 8 is at vanilla level 1 today.
Level 8 earns a quick peace out from Malchior.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to stick around there with no weapons, no bombs, and a single key. We have a little bit of a divergence in path here. Malchior is going to go ahead, screen scroll over to the grave. There's a bunch of open caves and potentially an Armos item. Kennedy J is going to dodge the lovely, wonderful pinwheels and levers and get into the open desert cave to find more money. Alright, it's worth noting Kennedy J can now afford that blue candle should he decide he's going to go back for it. Malchior finds that we've got just a cave up here. It's a money-making game, and he goes ahead, plays team middle, and wins big.
Pull down, and he hit it. Very nice.
Yeah, see, he definitely can afford that candle. And oh, look, we've got a ladder as our Armos item.
And that should mean Kennedy's making a beeline for the coast to check the coast item.
So what do we want the coast item to be at this point?
Well, the obvious answer is wand, but I am kind of partial to red ring. I watched a race last night between Truant Gamer and Big Slamu where that was the coast item, and that both runners had ladder and red ring within about 6 minutes.
Wow, those are my favorites to play, but I don't necessarily know that I like watching them. Sometimes it feels a little bit too easy. Kennedy J is going to find level 4 and just keep on going. Again, we don't have any form of a weapon. We don't have any bombs. Malchior, however, has gotten his candle, and we have a bomb drop.
The instant bomb drop on your first kill is always a feels-good situation.
Oh, those blue dark nuts just cornered Kennedy J and forced him into that, just forced him into the wall. Malchior is going to find his first Take Any Heart. He is now up to 5, so should we find the red candle white sword item, we have a pretty good shot at picking it up.
2 out of 3 if I remember right.
Alright, Kennedy J is going to go ahead and try to screen scroll over to pick up his candle. No, actually, isn't this the... I thought this was the bomb shop.
It is the bomb shop.
Okay, so maybe he's going to pick up bombs instead of the candle. I kind of like this too. You know that that red candle is supposed to be out there somewhere. Malchior's going to find level 7, just up from level 8. And Kennedy J, armed with his bombs, is going to go ahead and check that this bottom bomb spot that really, this is one of those ones you just want it taken care of and out of the way.
Yeah, when I'm casually running, I hate orphaning spots if I can absolutely avoid it. So this is a good idea to make sure you at least knock it off your map.
Yeah, there's just a couple that it's really hard. Oh, are you gonna do it? Yep, looks like Kennedy J is going to take advantage of the fact that that was another medium secret and go ahead and pick up those 64 rupee arrows. Which makes...
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Oh, we have the Mag's bomb sighting, Mag's bomb upgrade sighting. It makes perfect sense because if you find the bow, say that's the item on the coast, or you wander into a dungeon, if you've already bought those arrows, you have a source of reusable damage.
I'm in favor of, so let's see if it pays off. Oh, and Kennedy is going to World Wrap to check the coast item, which is the banana?
Alright, so in Swordless, this is actually a really good thing, especially 8 minutes and 30 seconds roughly into the game. That boomerang's going to let you be able to work up counts, it's going to let you be able to pick up items from across the room, it may actually let you be able to kill enemies that have rolled down. This is kind of, you know, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. We're going to go ahead and find level 6.
Level 6 right by the coast, and yeah, this early in with no sword, having the ability to stun enemies would have come in handy for Malchior in level 4 with that Gorilla room where he was getting bopped in 8 ways from Sunday.
Exactly, he could have stunned them and walked right through them, and it looks like we're gonna go ahead and find level 5 on Malchior's side, and it's bubblegum pink to match that nice lovely magenta from earlier. And I might be wrong, but I want to say Kennedy J might potentially be using the new Select Swap Pause feature. When he was coming into that screen, it almost sounded like his audio was pausing for a minute or two there, but intentionally.
Interesting. Oh, 68 for the large secret. Ugh.
Yeah, it's okay. Kennedy J making really good use of the boomerang to make it up this staircase with those gorillas, and we're going to find a potion shop. As Malchior is going to find level 6. Now Malchior, it looks like, is going to work his way up the coast from here, kind of check the coast spot, be like, all right, it's a boomerang, and then work his way up towards those other Armos statues that we haven't checked yet.
That makes sense because he's already checked the 2 western Armos spots, so he can knock those last 3 off in one fell swoop.
Yep, as long as he survives the screens, he's good to go. He should have his ladder here in just a couple minutes.
Malchior also gets the arrow, so the arrow and blue ring shop is not the rare shop.
I wonder what that's going to be tonight, but it's okay. Kennedy J working his way up to the top corner of the map. He is still looking for the wood sword cave, which is going to have a blue candle in it today.
Level 4 at one of those northeastern Armos spots, and Kennedy J is going to take a peek.
Well, we can't do much about the pancakes without using far too many bombs, and we only have 3. The lovely and wonderful Dragon Warrior quote. And the useless room from Second Quest.
Thou hast done well in defeating the old man.
Yay! Alright, so Kennedy J is going to up A. He's going to check this one last room that he can actually get into, and thankfully it's got a couple of options. That's good. Though he's going to have to use his key. See, now that's a hard choice. It does look like he can go back through the old man room, go one more to the left, and then go down, or at least that's what the map is showing. Oh, smart. Kennedy J realizing. Yeah, you gotta love it when the game does this for you. So the game doesn't save until you enter and exit a room. So Kennedy J is taking advantage of the fact that he saved that rupee boss to get enough rupees to go ahead and be able to buy his blue candle.
That is savvy. I love that.
He just has to not find any door repairs between here and there. As he's going to find level 9 to the left of Vanilla Wood Sword Cave. See, in Swordless, it's actually a really good idea. Resources are a huge thing. You may have to be spending rupees constantly on arrows. You may have to be buying a bunch of bomb packs or bomb upgrades, or keys for that matter. So having a rupee boss that close to start, that you know where it is, that's actually a really good play, just leaving it there so you can come back to it later.
Speaking of keys, have we found a key shop yet?
I don't actually remember, but Kennedy J is going to go ahead and pick up his blue candle. We have a lot of caves we haven't quite opened up at the moment, as Malchior is going to head up the ladder and head up the staircase and pick up his ladder. Now, I'll be curious to see if he goes back down the coast to go get that boomerang, as Kennedy J is going to go ahead and explore a little bit of this level 3. So it's kind of worth noting, this is where Malchior took this is the room where Malchior took the death to the Lionels. With the blue boomerang, Kennedy J stands a really good chance of getting through this room and finding out what the item is, or if we have a segment at level 3.
Well, that arrow purchase is looking really smart right about now.
It really is. He's just got to get past these bats. That's all. All right, that was really good. That was really good for Kennedy J. He has a bow. He doesn't have that many rupees to use with that bow, but he's already got the arrows. So as soon as he finds a couple more secrets, he can shoot all the things.
The instant save and overworld farming begins. This is excellent strategy.
Well, it's also worth saving every so often if you have bombs and keys. He's going to probably bomb open this cave here, and if, yeah, this is a door repair, he might just retry. I would retry, but... Because then you get your bomb back, and you can sometimes save scum keys inside of levels. Alright, so we're lucky the gels have rolled down today, so we can actually kill them with the blue boomerang, get another key, and get the shutter door open. Malchior is about to find his level 9.
Alphos did not roll down, but that's not the end of the world.
No, this room, though, you kind of have to be hoping... Well, we sadly don't have any rupees, so you can use the boomerang to try to gather the enemies up and get them all in, like, a corner and then bomb them or blue candle them and hope that they die, or you can just leave it alone. Oh, wow.
Or you could just find some repeatable offense laying on the ground.
Woohoo! I think this is a beautiful plan. I mean, go level 1, go. Alright, Malchior did choose to go back and pick up the blue boomerang off the coast. Again, as we've now seen on Kennedy J's side, this is a really good play because it's going to let you be able to go get the bow out of that lovely pink level, and it's going to let you be able to progress in level 1 past the gel room, the NSU room shutter door, which gets you to the wand in a couple of rooms.
Exactly, and despite the fact that Malchior is in level 3, he's not particularly behind here. The gap will snug up really quick between the runners.
Yeah, and I can understand. I like that Malchior's checking this first. He does have 64 rupees. He also bought the arrows. So for him, this is his first form of offense. You have to imagine he's really close to level 1. He's only, I think, like 2 screens away. He's gonna grab this, and he might actually just go directly back into level 1.
Speaking of level 1, there's a flute waiting.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is good. This will let us whistle to any of the dungeons we have Triforces in, and it lets us take out those dig doggers. Alright, Malchior's gonna go ahead, top off his bombs while he's got a decent amount of money. Kennedy J is working his way through level 1. He's gonna go pick up that Triforce with... Okay, this room. Alright, he can take care of this now.
Very manageable enemy set.
Yeah, so much easier now that you have that wand. He didn't have enough arrows to take this out before, but that wand just makes this a lot easier. Alright, looks like Malchior is taking advantage of the fact that they start one screen away from a money-making game to attempt to farm some rupees, but the money-making game said no. And he is headed in the direction of level 1.
I should know that song on the flute. I'm drawing a blank.
I never really know them unless it's The Simpsons or The Jetsons or, you know, some of the more obvious ones like Zelda 2. Every so often I'll remember that one. Malchior is going to get his free key off of the floor, open up this shutter door, which is really about the only thing standing between him and his wand.
Yep, he just has to go over 2 screens, now 1 screen. Can't do much in this room yet, but he will be in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, he can pretty much just turn back around and wipe out all of those guys. Alright, we get a map here in level 4. I'm gonna say it kind of looks like an ice cream sundae.
Yeah, I was going to say one of those one of those devices you use in the kitchen to make spirals of cucumbers.
Okay, those are fun because you can also make like curly fried potatoes, or they have this new one that makes like zucchini and squash into fake pasta.
I've seen that.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Kennedy J is going to go ahead, find a take any, pick up a heart. Now, they both have blue candles, but they both have the wand. So we aren't really as concerned about that red candle hanging out in the White Sword Cave anymore today.
It is useful against some enemies, particularly some dungeon enemies, but it's more of a nice to have at this point.
Yeah, we have a bow, we have a boomerang, and we have a wand. So we should be good to go. Kennedy J is going to find another take any. He's now up to 6 hearts. Okay, Malchior is going to get his compass here in level 1. He's still looking for the staircase item, but he doesn't have very far to go. And we found a map in here, and I'm going to say it looks like a dinosaur head. Kind of like Charizard's flying or something.
Yeah. I'm from tornado country, so I'm biased. That looks like a really squished tornado.
Okay. Well, I mean, isn't a squished tornado a good thing because it means it's going away?
Usually it does.
All right, Kennedy J is going to go back to exploring all sorts of stuff. Malchior is on his way to getting his first new Triforce of the game. Dude. All right, now, if we do build up a decent amount of money at this point, it would be worth, because we just found a key shop, 80 rupees, as Malchior picks up his first Triforce out of level 1. It is worth noting that you may want to go ahead and pick up keys, because, I mean, yeah, we have 4, oh, 78, that's even better. But it is kind of worth picking up a key or two before you end up hitting a bunch of door repairs and losing all your money. And I think I missed it, but it looks like the power bracelet was the item in level 4.
I missed it as well.
I think I was watching Malchior find the wand.
Now your stream froze for a second, at least on my end, so I think I was distracted by that. But
yeah,
having the power bracelet makes a difference. That's 4 more screens you can check off the list. Speaking of checking off the list, I think the only level we haven't found yet is level 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm looking at the tracker I have in the other window, and yeah, I think level 2 is probably about the only thing we're missing, but we have a lot of ground to cover still.
All of Death Mountain is pretty much wide open other than maybe 2 or 3 checks that have already been done, so...
Yeah, they oh, hey look, Kennedy J found our blue candle cave.
Top of the Lost Hills, thanks game.
Yeah, you know, that's a great place to put it. We love when it's up there. It's almost as good as the open cave just to the left of vanilla level 9.
That is a feels bad location 100% of the time.
Alright, so Malchior is going to go ahead and make use of his recorder and find out it's just a 14 rupee small secret underneath the recorder lake. And it looks like he's now going to recorder around to some of these other locations.
It's like the runners are switching positions now. Kennedy has decided to burn down things and check by start in Candle Row.
Yeah, it makes sense. You've got your candle now. You're gonna find, hey, we're gonna take any on both screens at the exact same time. Malchior is going to go ahead and pick up a red potion, and Kennedy J is gonna go ahead and pick up a 7th heart.
Yeah, a lot of runners in this tournament are not at all interested once you get past 6 or 7 hearts and adding additional hearts. Not interested in chasing the Mag's Bomb upgrade.
Well, I mean, there's no guarantee that you're gonna, because the hearts are actually on the floor in the dungeons. As Kennedy J is gonna go ahead, pick up his potion. I think this is probably his fourth take any. A lot of them, you just want enough hearts to guarantee that you can pick up the red sword item, and then anything else you just wander through is great, but you're not gonna really go digging for them.
I've heard arguments made that there's a minute advantage speedrunning wise to not having additional hearts in the event that you have to use a potion or go to a fairy to fill up, that it saves you some incremental amount of time. But
Well, I mean that, and if you're playing a seed with swords, if you only have 3 hearts, and every time you up A, you're gonna get your beam swords back, which is really nice. Not really applicable in this tournament, but, you know, the time save is also good. Alright, I like this. It looks like both of our runners have decided to dig the two of the biggest dungeons in the game. Kennedy J is going into level 8, and Malchior is going into level 6.
instant heart on the floor for Malchior, and level 8 having 2 items, one of which is the NE.
Alright, Barbecue, we're in business now. Alright, Malchior is gonna wisely use his potion here to take out this Gleeok. It is blocking a shutter door, and this room could potentially have a drop in it. Oh! Oh wow. That is, that's so special looking.
That's just mean. That's so
I mean, it just gave us the NE key though.
Can a dungeon be both linear and non-linear at the same time? Because this feels like that.
This kind of reminds me of, like, remember we were talking about the tornadoes earlier? This looks like one of the trees got ripped out of the ground, and this is what the roots look like.
That's fair. I think I tend to agree.
Alright, so Malchior's gonna find a staircase here in level 6. It's the silver arrows.
Oh, good lord. Just find everything. Why not?
Well, I mean, at some point, the game might decide to throw a left hook at us. We don't know. We'll wait and see. Oh, well, alright. Spiky, you made some very bad choices today. Kennedy J making good use of the boomerang to stun the little dig dogger so he can get his wand out and hopefully get the kill here, which will get that shutter door open and give him access to the rest of this section of level 8.
On Malchior's side, Zol's rolled down, so that's nice when you have the wand.
And to answer a question in chat, that's no mode right for items. Well, okay, so we have all the levels except for 2. So right now, we can pretty much just grab things and leave. But we may end up needing a raft, or, well, we have the power bracelet somewhere, and we have the recorder, so there's a chance we need the raft. So, kind of. Not that that really answers your question, but it's just going to depend upon where we eventually find level 2. As Malchior gets Y-forced here in level 6, but he's already got the item, he's already got the floor heart, I don't think he minds.
Suspect he's going to take that and run. Level 6 was... Where was level 6?
Level 6 was the open cave just below the coast item. Once his stream lets us have it back. Kennedy J is continuing to work his way through level 8 here. Now with that NE key, he no longer has to really worry about any of these key doors. He can just go.
I don't want to jinx things, but we haven't seen Wizrobes yet, so...
Oh, I'm betting they're going to be in 9. I mean, the seed has to kind of throw something at us at some point, maybe.
This does feel like a bit of a rope-a-dope seed, now that you mention it.
Yeah, other than all of those, you know, lovely and wonderful items that we've already found so far. Kennedy J still searching for his Triforce. Malchior takes advantage of the fact that he's actually got money and buys a cheap key. Gets a nice bomb drop, and is gonna find, I'm guessing, his last take any. Goes ahead, refills his potion. I didn't see for sure. I know he used the first use of the potion. I'm wondering if he used the second use of that potion in the second Gleeok room in level 6.
Wouldn't surprise me if he had, but even if he hadn't, if you're willing to pick up the potion on your 3rd take any, you might as well pick it up on your 4th.
Yeah, pretty much. Kennedy J gets a lucky compass here in this level 8.
Possible item room as well, so he'll wait patiently on the wall masters and see what we have. Nope, not yet. Now you're done.
And it's a whole bunch of nothing. But here's the good news. We know where that item is. Or, not the item, sorry. We know where that Triforce is. It's glowing on our lovely and wonderful screen. So I'll be curious to see, other than obvious staircase rooms, if Kennedy J just goes straight for it, or, decides to look for that second item here in level 8.
He might. There's at least one item that would be really useful to make this even more of a jet seat. The red ring's still out there, so that's not the room either.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of people turn down the red ring. Now, this room with that closed shutter door is going to be nothing, except for, opening the shutter door. He's going to find another room that just has a bunch of enemies in it. He doesn't need to worry about that.
Oh, Malchior takes a death at the waterfall.
Alright, we get a nice clock here in this Gifto room in level 8. He's going to be able to finish clearing it, get an extra bomb drop just for giggles. And then the game's like, here, have a key. I hear you like those. Oh, game.
Oh, no. Well,
love you too, game.
There's one rope-a-dope. Can he bomb down from this room? Yep.
Okay, so as long as we can bomb to the right here, we are okay. There we go.
I think logically it has to let him bomb right at that point.
Yeah, but it's just in the back of your mind. You play enough of these, you're like, is the game broken? Is the game going to be that mean? As Kennedy J is going to go ahead and get his Triforce at a level 8. Great. Malchior he wasted no time in getting back up towards the waterfall area so he can finish up these checks. We're getting to the point in the game where, other than a lot of bombing of Death Mountain, our runners shouldn't have that much left to look at the overworld, so we've got to start wondering, oh, where is level 2? Do I really need to go find a raft?
That would certainly make things a little spicier than they've been so far.
I mean, it would definitely be fun, and it would give people a chance to use the fun, awesome raft emote as Kennedy J finds the bomb upgrade here in level 7.
He certainly won't turn that down.
Yeah, it's especially nice now that Fred has fixed it so that picking up that bomb upgrade actually refills your bombs. It's amazing. And to kind of answer a question in chat, 2 bombs up. Yeah, the Mag's bomb upgrade and the White Sword bomb upgrade, when you replace the swords with bombs, that is all you're ever going to get is 2 bombs for each of those 2 upgrades. Alright, looks like Malchior has gone ahead. He is going to go bomb Death Mountain.
Level 7's like, hey, heard you have arrows. Would you like to try some crabs?
Yay! I mean, we could get some drawn garlic butter and just make dinner of it.
Now
Put it with those zucchini noodles that we were talking about earlier.
That sounds great.
Sadly, this Goma is going to go ahead and take out Kennedy J, though. He's not very far from start, so it's not that much of a time loss, but it's still kind of annoying.
Dealing with any Goma with a quad shooter room is 3 kinds of annoying. But at least you get your cardio in running back and forth dodging it.
Oh, wait, I can get cardio from a video game? Really?
That's what I'm going to tell myself.
I wish.
Hey, look at
Oh, man, that is awesome. We totally want to make crab cakes and crab dip and all sorts of tasty things tonight.
Now I really want crab fried rice.
Yeah, see, oddly enough, I'm allergic to seafood, so this isn't really making me hungry, but, it's kind of fun to think of a crab that is just that big.
I don't want to have to be the one to prepare that crap. Oh well, this is a nice change of pace.
Well, I mean, you know, we had crabs, so why not have mussels? Kennedy J, it's worth noting there, he went ahead and used a potion before walking through that door because he was down to either half a heart or 1 heart, so there was no chance that he was going to survive a bop from that manhandle. So it was a really good heads-up play.
Liked him doing it even before he got in the room, not knowing that there was another mini-boss in there. Just as safety, you have it, you might as well use it.
Exactly. It's better to be, it's better to be alive and to be able to continue the dungeon and find your Triforce here in level 7. Alright, so we know that the silver arrows are in level 6. Kennedy J... He's already dug 8. He's already dug 7. You have to imagine he's going to be working his way over to 5 and 6 here at some point.
Maybe exactly where he's headed?
This would have to be 5?
Yes, you're right, 5.
Okay, and placement-wise, this is actually just around the corner from 6. He would just have to walk around that corner you would go up to check the open spot and the ladder spot from. So I kind of like this routing. He's condensing it a little bit. He did 8 and 7 together. He's already done most of the other smaller levels, so I think this is a good idea because it's saving him a bunch of time.
And if you're going to have to go for a wild goose chase on level 2, you might as well do it after knocking out a whole bunch of other stuff that's all bunched together.
Exactly. I mean, they're right in the same neighborhood, so might as well. And sticking with the seafood theme, by the way, Cioppino is a form of seafood stew.
A delicious form of seafood stew, I might add.
Unless you're allergic.
Correct.
And then I'll just stick with the Red Lobster cheesy biscuits. As I mean, those are good.
Oh, Cheddar Bay, why are you not real?
I mean, it's just a nice catchy name for a biscuit. Alright, Kennedy is gonna find a compass here in level 5. You don't really need this, but it's almost maybe worth picking up just so you know where it is and which room you don't have to clear ever. To answer your question in chat, how many floor items are there? So we are playing without heart shuffle on, which means that the hearts are still going to be on the floor in the dungeons, with the exception of levels 1 and 2. Oh look, red candle! Up on Death Mountain, I imagine, because that's where Malchior was.
Was it in the most inconvenient spot? Of course it was!
Yes, totally. But, so the only 2 levels that are going to have actual items on the floor are going to be 1 and 2, and we've already seen those.
We're still looking for level 2. We have seen the floor item in 1.
I'm sorry.
It was America's favorite pointy thing in Swordless.
Yay! We got the wand! And I mean, the recorder wasn't bad either.
No, the recorder, if deployed properly, it can save you a ton of time with routing.
That is so the item. I'm telling you right now that triple the dongo, double push block room, that's the item.
We haven't had a good troll yet, so I'm leaning that direction as well. Well, he's going to bail immediately and go get some bombs and try and come back.
See, this is a good idea. You can't clear that room. There's really no way to do it. So Kennedy J is going to have to go find the closest bomb store. I think there was one up near level 4, potentially, which is up near Monocle Rock.
Yes, we've seen at least 2 of those bomb shops, and one of them was there. Speaking of bomb shops, that's where Malchior's headed by Vanilla 3. He's going to get 2 pads.
Kind of funny, we haven't actually seen a bomb upgrade yet, have we? Like, the actual pay for them bomb upgrades.
Oh, the in the dungeon old man bomb upgrade.
Yes,
yeah.
The old men. The nice old men. Who, will kind of steal our money and give us just 2 bombs.
The nice old men who hide in caves and sell children explosives.
So, fireworks vendors near the 4th of July?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so Kennedy J is possibly working up a count. Yep, he's working up a count on these Gyptos. He gets a nice forced bomb.
Well
Now,
done.
he's going to need another one at least, because it's going to take 2 bombs for each of those Dodongos.
He has an old man room nearby. He can work it. Well, no, he can't. He has the blue candle. If he had the red candle, it would be real easy to work up a count.
Well, you can hit him with boomerang. Or
that's
the
right.
wand. You can hit him with pretty much any weapon and it'll do the exact same thing.
Very true. Oh, okay. He's going to check a couple rooms first.
Okay, I kind of like this. You might get lucky and this room ends up being your item. So, game.
Yeah. Well, this could be the transport. Have we seen the transport? It is.
See, I like the fact that he thought about not taking it, and now he's taking it because you want to know if it comes out in the triple Dodongo room.
His own mini troll. Up. Well, no ladder. Well, no, he has the ladder. I'm sorry, but he is going to up an A.
I think he's trying to reset, potentially reset some of the enemies in that, maybe in the NSU. He's trying to get the skeletons back. But we are having a little bit of issues tonight, guys, technical-wise, but hopefully we'll get it resolved here in a minute. As Malchior not only found the map for level 7, but he's going to go ahead and find that white sword bomb upgrade.
And he also found my favorite NPC statement, where that one right there. Me again.
It's that guy you just don't want to see. Though, I think that's actually, it might be one of the meat blocks?
I think it is a meat block, you're right.
It's one of the few that doesn't have anything to do with food, so every so often it confuses me. I'm just like, is that food or is that just, an NPC?
The food is subtext.
And I'm going to say that level 7 kind of looks like Magmar from Pokemon.
Hey, I'm not as Pokemon literate as some others, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Think Howard the Duck, but red, and he lights on fire.
Hey, I can get down with that. That was a really nice, quick kill of both the Manhandla and the red Goma by Malchior. Back to back, just boom, boom. Very well done.
Especially having to walk through the Goma first before you could actually kill it.
In a Chevy room, to boot.
Yeah, that was very well done. Malchior is going to get his Triforce here at a level 7. And kennedij has left 5. We don't know if he got the item, but he has gone to 6.
Well, we thought this might be the routing after leaving 5, so this does make some sense, and he is making good progress in the dungeon so far. He'll pick up. Well, he was going to dodge that heart container, but thought better of it.
So I like the fact, and actually to kind of answer a question or a comment in chat, Malchior with Silvers can skip checking everything. I don't think he can. He's bombed a good deal of Death Mountain. We've already burned and checked pretty much every open spot we can. I think the runners are both coming to the same conclusion that we're going to end up potentially needing that raft. Because that would be about the only reason that if I'm Malchior, that I'm not just going straight for the Triforces, because we haven't found level 2.
If there's any other place that level 2 could be, I suppose it would be under Recorder Lake. Neither runner's checked
Malchior
that.
actually checked it. It was a small secret.
Ah, okay.
So we've checked quite a few of the power bracelet spots, but with the stuttering we've having, I haven't seen that all of them have been checked yet. And bear with us, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, both with the stream and the tracker program, which decided it was hungry and occasionally eats inputs for breakfast.
With all that food talk we've been doing.
I mean, food is the universal language. Yes, the tracker totally says me again. Yes. Now, Malchior is here in level 8. He's going to take out the Dig Dogger, which is blocking you from the rest of the level. We do still have another item here in level 8 that we didn't find before. As Kennedy J, I'm betting he is probably checking the rest of the open levels that he has left.
Yeah, I don't know that he's been fully up here yet, so that makes some sense. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Because again, I think we're getting to the point in the race, it's almost 44 minutes in, we still haven't found level 2, and we're kind of running out of places to look, so in the back of your mind, you've just got to be thinking, hey, I might need a raft. Malchior gets a nice bomb drop off of one of the Vyres, and a fairy to refill his health.
kennedij deciding where he's off to next. He's going to whistle to...
It looks like maybe he's going to 8 and he just missed the whistle. Because this is the screen for 7.
He's not farming for bombs, at least he shouldn't be.
Oh, it looks like this was just the closest whistle spot to, I guess, his last... he hasn't bombed Death Mountain yet, I don't think. So I have a feeling we're about to see Death Mountain bombed again. So on plus side, we'll find that red candle again. Because, I mean, it's only one screen. He's on his way up there now, so he's getting pretty close.
He'll take care if he can avoid getting bopped. Oh, it's kind of close.
Yeah, see, that's the point where I think I would have probably pulled out the boomerang and stunned that guy. Alright, this is the room that's going to give Malchior the compass.
And we know this room is not a push block room, but I guess the question becomes, he knows where the Triforce is. How far does he completely dig all of 8 trying to find that second item in case it is the raft and he does need it?
I don't... See, this is the hard question. If it's me, and I am getting to the point where I think I need a raft, I would stay in here and dig, even though this is a really huge level. But Malchior, I don't believe, has spent a lot of time in level 5. He hasn't seen the item in level 4, so he does have a couple of options that would be a faster dig.
Very fair point. Neither runner has found the item in 5 now that we think about it.
Or Kennedy J might have. Nope, it looks like he's going back there now that he's got 9 bombs. Or at least that's what he whistled to.
Taking the any roads instead. Where's he off to?
There was an any road that was, yeah, it was Death Mountain. He's gonna go bomb the rest of Death Mountain now that he has bombs for it. Alright, so we're gonna find all of these lovely and wonderful door repairs that we missed earlier.
Good news, bad news for Malchior. Oh, it's a shoot room.
Yeah, but thankfully, you know, we've already seen that it just bombs. It's not too terrible. So, do you continue straight down through this door and keep looking for the second item?
Looks like that's exactly what he plans to do.
Ooh, hi, Spiky. I can't say that I disagree with this. Again, we know that we probably need an item to find our missing level, because between our 2 runners, there's not a whole heck of a lot that we haven't seen yet.
True, and with level 8 being as semi-linear as it is, you're already more than halfway through it. If you come back here, that added time you'll spend going through the first half of 8 again is probably militates in favor of just getting 8 done now and not having to come back.
Yes, I can completely agree with that one. Kennedy J is going to finish bombing Death Mountain, and let's see if he's headed in the direction. Okay, we got a power bracelet check here. Oh no.
It was right start.
Yeah, I can't say that I not blame, but this is one of those things our runners haven't spent much time near start. We took like 1 or 2 overworld deaths, but other than that, we haven't been in this area as much.
Yeah, and the time we spent here wasn't that long. 1 was fairly quick once we had some offense, so yeah. But having that power bracelet made a ton of difference for Kennedy as he's going to plow through this submarine-ish looking level 2, or maybe a clipper ship?
Oh, I like clipper ship, or like one of the swan boats with the pedals in them. Kennedy J is going to go ahead, pick up his Triforce here out of level 2, and 9 is only 2 screens away. He has wand, he has bow, he has silvers. He's gonna save, which is a really good idea because he's got 8 bombs right now and 141 rupees, and he's headed to level 9. Looks like he's gonna visit the fairy fountain first.
He'll probably do the trick of hitting the fairy fountain and immediately up and A-ing, and then the fairy fountain will refill for him once he reappears back at start.
That is one of my all-time favorite tricks in the entire video game. It's amazing.
It's so satisfying when you do it. You just feel like you've cracked the code. Well, there's a bomb upgrade that Malchior can't get in 8. He's still looking for that second item,
which sadly we now know is not going to be required, as level 2 is just the power bracelet spot directly next to start.
Well, Kennedy's in 9 at 50 minutes. What are we looking for, CD?
So, we are looking for a roar and a door. Ganon is so loud that you can hear him like a bad neighbor from any of the rooms that are adjacent to the room that he is in. We're also looking for a shutter door that either doesn't open after you've fully cleared a room and pushed all push blocks, or we're looking for a room that the shutter door opens the second you walk in the door after you kill Ganon, even though it's full of enemies, because that's going to be our princess.
Perfect. And remember how I said we hadn't seen Wizroads yet?
Found him! I mean, the game had to throw us something.
Speaking of annoying neighbors, hi, may I introduce Wizrobes?
Yay! It's okay, I'm pretty sure my neighbors think I'm nuts, so... Because it's either you hear me talking about a video game, or you hear me playing a video game.
I think our neighbors were barbecuing and playing reggae music this evening around dinner time, as Malchior finds the book, which is an atlas. Not nothing, but it's not what he was hoping for, and Kennedy walks straight into the red rain.
Yay! Alright, now this definitely is not something you leave behind. I mean, there are runners who can do it, but it's so shiny. I would want it.
Going from 9 to 36 hearts of damage you can take, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, especially since we have found our Wizrobe friends, and they're all on level 9.
Level 9. Oops, all Wizrobes.
Oh, Wizrobes and Patras. Gotta love it. Alright, Malchior is gonna find that book in level 8, which is all the maps for every single level. I'm gonna kind of hope that he's maybe heading to get that Triforce and then probably start with the smallest level he hasn't seen the items out of yet, which would be level 4.
Is the right play.
And we have a roar on Kennedy J's side. Ganon is visiting some of the neighbors tonight, it looks like, as his room is completely empty. And to answer a question in chat, can the compass be in a staircase room? Diamond staircase or a right side staircase can have a floor drop. The other ones are not going to have floor drops. Alright, Malchior is into level 4. He's going to be hopefully digging his Triforce out pretty quickly. 4 wasn't mean. The enemy set was pretty friendly. We don't need to worry about the pancake room. And he is going to just be focusing on staircases. As we're going to play the Spiders a song with our handy-dandy recorder.
I'd entertain the spiders. Now, in level 9, are you typically a proponent of you find a stair, you take a stair, or... are you a proponent of just seeing as many rooms as possible as fast as you can?
I like to walk until the game doesn't let me walk anymore. I'm not gonna say that's a great idea, but I'm one of those that I will be like, because I map, so I've got all the different doorways listed, I've got all the different potential staircases listed, but I want to walk as far as I can before the game says, nah, you're not gonna be able to bomb anything, take that staircase. What about you?
Then I tend to prefer peeking staircases, particularly if I think a necessary item may be in 9. That's more just, I want to know, information-wise, what additional rooms I don't have to dig to see if a block pushes.
Ooh, we've got a compass from Kennedy J.
He has No, that's fine. He has full information, and level 9 is a Dalek from Doctor Who, I think.
Yay! I have one of those on my shelf sitting next to me, and it talks. It's worth noting that we have 3 one-room segments here in this level 9 that are joining the top to the bottom. As Malchior is going to go ahead and get his second Triforce. Alright, I like the fact that Kennedy J is kind of verifying his path to Zelda at the same time he's looking for another staircase to get to Ganon.
Great point, particularly with those 3 choke points in the 4th row down. You want to make sure that you're not scrambling last minute to try to find the one path to get to the princess.
Yes, and he's already tried bombing to get into Ganon's room, and he didn't really find an easy bomb wall, as Malchior is going to join Kennedy J here in this level 9.
Malchior's not out of this. Pathing may come into play here, but Kennedy at this point, with the knowledge of both the location of the princess and the vague location of Ganon, does have an advantage.
And to I kind of agree with CyberChow X in chat. I want to say Ganon is in the one, he's right near that one that's all the way to the right. He might be in the room that's just above it, and the old man, maybe, was blocking that room?
Yeah, I can't remember if the room with that old man was under the D or under the dash.
But yeah, it's right in that general direction. As we see here on Malchior's screen. So yeah, there's a really good chance, because Kennedy J did work his way down into the rooms below. Ganon is in that choke point room. So he's got to find a way, they both have to find a way to get up into that section of 9.
And this is an instance where Malchior finding the book actually may end up saving him a little bit of time here, because he now has that same knowledge about the 3 choke points in the layout that it took Kennedy a few minutes to find without the book.
Yeah, and since we've passed so many rooms that were potential staircases, and since it might just be a staircase that takes you up into that area of 9, it's anybody's race. Because I want to say Kennedy J, what you saw on his map, he was, I think, 4 rooms over. He was getting close to Ganon and couldn't bomb to the right.
I'm beginning to agree with you that this screams magical staircase to Ganon.
Well, either that, or as chat's pointing out, maybe it's one of those ones where they make you walk around Zelda to get to Ganon. Because the game also likes to do that a lot. As Malchior is going to find a staircase that takes him directly... we've already seen this one, but Malchior is now in a room directly below the princess. He's going to find the old man. Kennedy J has found a staircase that took him directly to the right of the princess and has let him get pretty close to where Ganon is.
Can he bomb down? No!
He's going to try bombing up for the information as to whether or not maybe these 2 rooms are staircase rooms. As Malchior, Malchior is... Can you bomb right from here? You can!
Oh, here we go.
And there's the... Oh no, there's the entrance. There's the entrance to Zelda's room. I'm sorry, Ganon's room. Oh.
Here's the main event. Kennedy J is not far behind.
Now, it is worth noting that Malchior did not end up picking up that red ring, so he's got to be really careful. He's got a full potion, but he can't take those pile drivers from Ganon.
Those will cost him the full 4 hearts, and that's a smart move to use it immediately, even when you have 4 hearts. Don't take a chance. It took you so long to get over here.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead. He's got the last hit on Ganon. He's using his silver arrows, and now he's gonna be headed back towards that room the princess is in.
Meanwhile, Kennedy is down in the southeast. Took a staircase to get down there, hoping to be able to get in that way. He's not going to find what he's looking for that direction.
No, sadly, he was really, really close. He was remarkably close to the room that he needed. I want to say he just needed to go down one more room and then over instead of going up towards that little arm.
Yep, I think you're right. As Malchior is trying to do my least favorite block clip in this game.
Yeah, I think that's on the list of things that I just, if there's a way to avoid it. Though that side I can do because it's usually, I think, a single clip. And then the other side I can't do because you have to do the double clip to get around that block.
Do we have a shutter door that opens here? Yes, we do!
Alright guys, let's get some GGs in chat with Malchior finishing with a race time GG time of 1 hour and 10 seconds.
Great job by Malchior closing quickly once he was able to get the information he needed to get into 2 and making up the difference through great routing in 9.
Yeah, that was definitely one heck of a race. Alright, kennedij still looking for a staircase to take him up into that section of 9 as we are joined by Malchior. GG's, Malchior.
Jeez. Wow. Man, I wish I hadn't dug out 8.
You have no idea yet exactly how close this actually was.
Are you serious?
You didn't make it into 9 until kennedij had already been in there, found the compass, found Ganon, and he just couldn't find the one room that would lead him down south to Ganon. At one point, you guys were within like 3 rooms of each other. If he'd have gone down, he would have beaten you into.
He couldn't do the double block clip. Oh my god!
He didn't make it. He didn't make it into that room. He, instead of going down there or over that way, he kind of was one room right above it, and that wouldn't let him bomb down into the room that was right above Ganon.
Good job, Kennedy. Holy crap. Yeah, this was a free seed. If I didn't do 8, I'd have been done in 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, but at that point,
Wow.
you knew that you needed an item to get into level 2, I'm assuming.
Yes, I did. I had full cleared overworld at that point.
We
But,
were taking bets on whether it was going to be the power bracelet or if it was going to be the raft.
Yeah. I have lost previous races in previous tournaments because I left 8 fully untouched, fully uncleared. Even this tournament, it's like it's only half the dungeon remaining, and I'm only looking for staircase stuff. How bad could it be? And it's like, oh, multiple card bosses. Oh, trap triple the dongo. It's like, and then I got the book. I'm like, this is probably the worst book I've ever grabbed.
Actually,
Yeah.
So from looking at the map at 9, that book saved you a lot of time. Because there's no way to know that there were those 3 single room segments, not segments, but pathways in 9 without that book or the map. And I mean, trying to bomb around those would have been, quite the adventure.
So how long he been in there?
Probably about a good 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds about right.
Okay.
He had found the compass, he'd found Ganon, he knew where Ganon was, he just couldn't quite find the path once you got around the princess.
He had found that
Yeah.
the room immediately below Ganon was an NPC hint, so he knew he couldn't get in there from the south, but he couldn't find the pathway to get in through, I guess, the north or the east.
He's now trying to bomb around Zelda. Sadly, that wall didn't bomb.
Is can you bomb north or you can't bomb south of the turnstile room because I believe it's a blank.
Yeah, he's got to be able to bomb up in that room, like push the block, bomb up, walk through, reset it.
Yeah, if you can't bomb north and reset it, then it's a hard staircase required again, unless you can block clip the turnstile.
Well, he's checked quite a few of these staircases, so it looks like he's going to up A and go back to start and continue checking.
Yeah, from that start screen, it looks like he's cleared the entire southern half of the dungeon. So now he's looking for pathing up north.
Yeah, if you'd have just done the dungeons in order, this seat was so free.
kennedij kind of did it in reverse order, slightly. Like,
really?
Yeah, he had his one first. And then he got the boomerang because you went to the left to check grave and the Armos is up there. He went to the right, which means he went ahead, got that boomerang, which got him into level 3 into that room with the Lionels, the spiral stair. So he was able to get through there and get the bow, and then that automatically took him into level 1 where he got the wand, I think.
Same. So he just did it before me. Good job.
Yeah, he was doing a really great job. He was grouping his levels. He did 5 and 6 together. He did 8 and 7 together. Oh, he's found. Okay, this is potentially maybe good.
Yeah, if he had
gonna
gone
take him above Zelda, but I think you got to go the other way.
Yeah, he needed to go east in that first Patra room.
I think he's just hoping that this is gonna maybe be a staircase room, but it's not. Because he's been in that Patra room. He needs to try to bomb south from the Patra room, because that's gonna be either next to that push block room, the turnstile room, or it's gonna be the turnstile room. I don't know which one it is though.
My turnstile room, if I go look at my map, is...
Because it's either the third or the fourth. I just don't remember which.
Yeah, my turnstile room is L column. Third row down, L column.
Okay,
Wait.
so he's gonna go back through the...
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's E column. Yeah, my turnstile room is third row down, second E column. That's what I have.
Yeah, it's that fourth room. So he's been in the room next to the turnstile room, which I think makes that Patra staircase the one right above it. So it should technically bomb down?
I've been trying to train for specific things like this in Beginner's Royale. I'm certain he can find it. Come on, Kennedy, you got this.
He's just gotta try going back into that room and bombing down. I think is gonna be the solution. As he gets oh no, evil skeleton eats his bomb. But yeah, that's another thing. kennedij's been doing a really good job with the bomb forces and just paying attention to it stored the bomb, thankfully. He's been doing a really good job the entire race, so.
Yeah, I only forced once up in Death Mountain, and it took some effort. That dart note was trolling me on the ladder.
Alright, he's gonna try this staircase. I think we've already been through here, but let's see.
This one goes directly south of Zelda.
Okay, so he would need to go to the right. kennedij, go to the right. See that this is the turnstile? Nope, keep going. Keep going right. You've got bombs.
So he hasn't even seen the turnstile room.
Now he has. And this is, it's the room directly below that Patra. So all he's gonna do is either double block flip. You can do it.
I trained you in this. Let's do this.
Okay, here we go. He's lining it up. It's good. There we go. Really nice. He's gonna be able to bomb over and walk down into Ganon's room.
So he just never.
Well, you gotta bomb through here too, but yeah, he didn't. I don't know if he was short on bombs when he got up there, or
he may have thought that he bombed that wall already, but he hadn't.
It's okay. I mean, this is 108. He's getting into Ganon. This is still a very good race.
This is a great time. I think he should have wasted me.
All right, so he does have the red ring, which was here in 9. So he doesn't have to be as careful about taking pile drivers. He's gonna get the stun lock on Ganon.
Oh, he just
Or
lost the sunlock.
almost. Ah, rude. Ganon.
Let's go, Kennedy.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead, take out Ganon, and now he basically just has to backtrack a little bit. That's all. So he actually got to the room right above this one, and then he couldn't bomb down into this staircase room, or it might have been a slightly different race.
Yeah, I understand that entirely. Yeah, my wife can roll the seed anytime.
Yeah, she rolled a really nice friendly one, though I think she was a little sad
Oh my
about that.
goodness, this is such a blitz seed. Put it in the ABNS, try these seeds out. There you go, Kennedy. Good job.
Alright, Kennedy's on his way back to Zelda.
He'll need to go over as far west as he can go and around, but he'll be there in less than a minute.
Yeah, I missed my initial clips coming back from the right side, and that ruined my sub-hour.
Felt your pain trying to get that I hate that block clip myself, as kennedij finds the princess with an official finish time of 1:09:48. Get your GGs out in chat, everyone, for a great run by kennedij.
Yeah, I think Mrs. Malchior can roll as many of the seeds for the rest of the tournament as she wants.
I'm with that. I will drink to that. I got my water right here.
Can she
Well-
run some of my practice seeds, please?
Welcome and GG to kennedij.
Thank you. GG, Mal. Great race.
Great match, Kennedy. Oh my gosh, let them walk you through it.
Yeah, so, you actually were first into 9.
Oh.
You were within, I want to say, you know that Patra room where you could go to the right to go to the upper little arm, and it
Yep.
wouldn't let you bomb down out of the spiral stair?
Yes.
Or out of the stair. I think if you'd have tried bombing down from the Patra room, it would have let you into that turnstile room. And
Interesting.
if you had, you might have actually beaten Ganon before Malchior made it into 9.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if there was no staircase to get to Ganon's room, then that turnstile room has to open from a different direction because the block clips wouldn't be required. Yeah, man, I full cleared 8 because I have left items in the large dungeon before, and that lost me my previous rounds of the tournament. So I full cleared 8, found a book, and was very sad. And you blitzed the hell out of this seed.
This was a seed that just kind of like fell in my lap, and you know so 8. There's like the immediate any key, and then I don't even know when. Like I didn't see myself grab a map, but I had where it spawned right where I was, and then I got the
It was close.
the compass, and was like, I'm just gonna take the Triforce and go there. But the wand and 1 I got pretty early for most of my seeds, so that changed everything for me, and just kind of got lucky with 6. I got silvers pretty quickly and the Triforce pretty quickly, so
Same.
it felt like a good seed. I mean, I've never been in 9 that quick, and then you can hear the roar from underneath him. But there's the old man, and I was like, there's got to be a way around, and I, bombed everything I could, and clearly, I missed that old man room where I ended up bombing right, but apparently there might have been another way to bomb in, but...
Well, because the turnstile room...
I went.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
The
I went the same
turnstile...
way with the old man. Oh my gosh, CD, I'm so sorry.
Okay, basically I'm just trying to say the turnstile room, clipping in there isn't in logic, so there has to have been another way into that room. It may have been down from the top, because you did look at most of those other rooms, and I don't think any of them were staircases.
Yeah, I wonder if, so the room next to... Right, so when you bomb out of the old man, to the right there, you might have been able to bomb down and then go, those... Oh no, because those are... I don't think there's any rooms there. I don't know.
No, it would have been...
I believe.
Yeah, it was the original... Right above that turnstile room, I want to say, was the room that dropped you from the staircase directly into Petra. And then you can go to the right, or you can go to the left and find more Patra and end up above Zelda. But I want to say if you bomb down from that Patra room, it should let you into the turnstile room in a way that is actually in logic, but I could be wrong.
Oh man.
I'm inclined to believe with you.
Yeah.
I also did the clip Kennedy. That was the only way I was getting over there.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I knew where he was, and I was just gonna. I figured I'd try and bomb that, and I found that I was really nervous going into 9 with Green Tunic. I'm terrible fighting Ganon on Green Tunic, and had like a really early red ring find, and was like, oh man, I have a chance here, and I just spent too much time.
Well, you're routing.
Yeah, you watch this back. You'll see you probably got everything ahead of me. Go ahead, BBQ.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was just going to say, Malchior. GG Kennedy. Leading up to 9, your routing and your item acquisition sequencing was great. You had the power bracelet significantly before Malchior, which ended up saving you a ton of time in terms of locating the last level you found, level 2, which was one spot east of where you started.
And even that, I should have checked earlier. I had power bracelet at 18 minutes, and then I was like hanging out in Death Mountain, and I think I died up there, or something happened, and I said, well, there's one spot here near start. I might as well check that, and like that was my last dungeon. And like, if I had it's right at start. I mean, I could have checked it so much earlier.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm guilty of that same thing as well when I pick up the power bracelet, because it's one of those things in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, I'll just check that the next time I'm in the area.
I full cleared the overworld until I needed PB.
And then pretty much every time you were in the area, to be fair, kennedij, it was on the way to the bomb shop, or it was on the way to 1, or it was on the way to somewhere. So it's just one of those things that at the time you had a plan. So it was just, kind of natural to not go check that one.
What did you clear that triple Dodongo room in 5?
No. I got locked into a different triple Dodongo room in 8.
Because end. Was it 5? I think because I had checked every room in 5, and the only one that had a staircase that I couldn't find was that triple Dodongo room.
It was,
I did not touch 5 at all.
Yeah, we don't know what the item was in 5. It was either the raft or the boomerang or the coast heart.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot left that we haven't seen, so.
My dungeon order was like 3, 1, 6, 7, 8, and then finding, 4. Or, power bracelet, where is it?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But yeah,
that was fun. I mean, that was a fun seed.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. So I'll go ahead and ask you.
I'd play a seed like that anytime.
So I'll go ahead and ask you guys if you got any final thoughts or anything you're really looking forward to for next week.
From my perspective, this is my 3rd race now. I have been, I think, getting better each race. This is one of my faster swordless times. So what I'm trying to do is just keep getting better, having a lot of fun, and hope to do that again next week.
I am looking forward to Kennedy's next match, and hopefully I can commentate it, because he is one of the fastest growing newer runners of Z1R, and I'm excited to see him continue.
All right, so for anybody who's still looking for more lovely and wonderful Zelda action, we had a race start about a half an hour after ours did on SpeedGaming 4, and then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Saber versus Ston. And then following that one, you're going to end up with Antlers versus Eat My Steel, also on SpeedGaming Prime. So definitely a lot of fun still out there to be had tonight.
And hopefully all those races this evening are as entertaining as the one you two were able to give us tonight. Thank you both very much for a great race.
Thank you both. Thank you to the tracker. Just everybody giving their time is amazing, and thank you so much for helping put this on.
Our pleasure. All right. Well, with that, Malchior, did you have any final thoughts?
No, thank you all very much for putting this match on. Thank you, commentators, my lovely wife on tracking. BBQ, I'll have to watch this back to see how you did on your first time. I'm glad you're jumping onto the mic.
Thank you very much. This was a lot of fun, and CD makes this makes this a pleasure to do. So, and you guys put on a great race. So, thank you very much. Happy to participate.
All right. Well, that I'll
Indeed.
say.
Thank you, everyone.
I'll say thanks, BBQ, and thank you to Mrs. Malchior behind the scenes. And everybody have a great night.
Y'all have a good evening.